Hi, this is aplusashley with atlhiphop.com, and I'm here at the A3C Music Festival, and I think this is a special moment for the festival. Right now, here with me, I have Keith Shocklee of the Bomb Squad, Public Enemy, Ice Cube, Tupac, just pretty much a whole bunch of groundbreaking music that has people still knocking their heads up and down right now. How's it going?
It's going good. It's going good. I'm having my first time here, having fun, hanging out with some of my friends I came into business with. It's kind of cool.
Oh, awesome. Well, it's just great for us to have you here. I mean, Atlanta has always been an epicenter where people are always welcome to come in and out. And there's so many New Yorkers that have basically made Atlanta their second home. How many times have you been to Atlanta?
Oh, this is my second time. I got a lot of friends that moved from New York down here. And I was like, y'all can stay there. But I like visiting here. I love it here. It's very cultural. You know, it's not too many places like this in New York. You know, where black people's doing a lot of things.
Exactly. Now, talking about black people doing a lot of things, I think that's a great segue into your career. You are a black person that's done a lot of things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just with taking a snippet of the things that you've done, if there's someone sitting at home who is unfortunate enough to not exactly know the major contributions that you've made to music, can you give them a little 30-second intro?
Man. I went to private school. No, I guess me and my crew, you know, the Bomb Squad, we was instrumental in putting together Public Enemy. We did a stack of Slick Rick, LL, remixes. Actually, we invented the $20,000 remix before Puffy did. We did a lot of things before everybody did. So, you know, BBD, wow. My man Mike, you know, they came to me with Jerry curls.
Oh, wow. Well, so being a person who's seen hip-hop really just travel from essentially a one-room shack to what it is right now, it's basically like the palatial estate on the chateau, right? Are you surprised by where hip-hop is today, or did you always have the foresight to know that this thing is so powerful that it's going to move nations and millions?
It was more out of a passion. And just taking something that we didn't have in the streets, you know, we didn't have anything to go on, so we sort of invented this thing, and it was coined up in the Bronx. But it going to where it was, you know, when we came in the game, we had to fight a lot of not being on radio. Politicians is coming after us. We're making songs whether it was negative or positive. They didn't want the negative stuff on radio. They want all the positive. But then the positive stuff became too positive, and they wanted all the negative stuff. So to see hip-hop to go from just on the weekends from like 12 to 1 to 24 hours, 7 days a week, it's kind of incredible.
And well, as you see it where it is today, are you just pleased, or are there some ways in which you lament things not being the way they were before?
I'm pleased. I just got my issues with corporations. Should I say that?
Yes. Hey,
Listen, hip-hop and everything, it's an art form. We have a right to say and make any kind of music. But I think there should be a balance of what's being played. I can't deal with when I turn on the radio, I'm with my 10-year-old, and they're not even just you know what the curses are. I'm looking at my daughter like, go ahead and say it so I can, you know, we can have some issues after this. But that's the artist's preference. But there should be a balance. There should be a balance of like, we do have some positive things. But, you know, I don't control media.
Exactly. Now, as we see, though, today is De La Soul Day here at A3C. And I know, you know, both being Long Islanders, this must be an exciting day for everyone in that island community.
Kind of, yeah, I guess so. I just happened to be down there. I didn't know they was doing this, you know. So I hit Meso up. I'm like, yo, y'all getting down tonight? I don't know where we performing at though, son. I'll hit you back. I was like, all right, cool. But I think it's cool, man. Us and those guys, we go way back, and it was kind of crazy coming from Long Island because the Bronx, Queens, and Brooklyn used to diss us, and then when Rakim came through, just changed the whole map. Just laid it down. And I knew Daddy-O was here. He's a Brooklyn dude. He just, you know, Rakim changed the whole map. And that gave us our wings to come through and do our thing. But it was all about competition and records, man.
Oh, man, that was a fierce age of competition. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you watch any of the battle rap that goes on now?
Oh yeah, Murder Mook and all of them, man. Loaded Lux and them. Yeah, I watch them. They kind of entertaining to me. They kind of really entertaining. I love it. I'm more of a song kind of dude. So the battle was always there. You always had to be in a cipher. But guys like Chuck was never a battler. He can write a great song. So I applaud that. But the time is and climate has changed. Battle rap is on pay-per-view. I was like, wow, this is crazy. But it's a good thing. I love battle rap because I always like cats that can spit.
That's one of the original elements, right? Now, you came here to A3C for a panel, interestingly. I actually would make a personal request this year to have you here for a set. But since that wasn't the case, I know your panel, it seems like it was on a really interesting topic. Hip-hop as a disruption.
As a disruption in the whole music industry.
And tell us what the angle of that panel was.
It was based upon how, when it first came in, like I was saying before, it was a thing where dealing with the musicians and coming from DJs, we're not musicians. So we're taking stuff like drum machines that wasn't designed to do the stuff that we did. And we was one of the first to take the drum machine that was made for drummers or writers that didn't have a drummer real quick with them, real musicians. I can program my drum beat and just put my guitars and keyboards to it. Or we came in and started doing the sampling because we took that aspect from DJing in the park where we'll take a break. Y'all know the deal. We'll take a break and extend the break. Drum machine, we got 3 seconds of sample time. We can loop it over and over without using turntables. So that was a whole new art form of creating music. Now it's just standard, but then it was like unheard of. It was like, we didn't need a whole band of musicians to pay. All we got to do is buy 1,200. That was our group.
That's interesting, and that actually takes us full circle to here today when De La, when they were interviewed, indicated that their next album, they commissioned a band to make original compositions for them to sample, so they sampled themselves. Hip-hop is always evolving, coming back to the center, evolving again, coming back to the center.
If you want to take that, they making sample packs now that they could do the same thing. They can go in and go to Loop Masters and grab a bunch of sample packs that's got all the keyboards and R&B riffs and all that and do it that way.
So what is life like for you right now? Like, what's the average day like in your life? You wake up, what time, and then what happens from there?
Wake up, got a bowl of Fruit Loops. I make a bunch of calls. I deal with a lot of sponsors, and I deal with a lot of equipment manufacturers. I'm, sponsored by a bunch of guys like that. And I'll go in, tap out some beats, make some connections. It's kind of like whatever I need to do for the moment, because since the digital world came in, it ain't like the way it was. We was making CDs and LPs and cassette tapes. It's like you have to find a new way to monetize money. I don't put up stuff on SoundCloud because I come from the world of royalties. So I live off my royalties. So, I don't give my music out for free. Yeah. Somebody's going to license it, sync it, something, and that's where I think the game should be.
So do you advise other artists from putting their music out in formats that are free?
People got to get heard, but I just think if you're going to put out music out there for free, and I know beat makers do that, and I see artists that'll go on. I seen Pitbull grab some cats off SoundCloud, but those guys that's putting up those beats understand your royalty rights. Understand that just don't take the $500. I'm making $500 a day making beats. Somebody like Pitbull gets it. He sells billions. He sells billions, and all you got was $500 for it. So understand that whole licensing, publishing, the whole game. It's kind of deep.
Yeah, I'm sure that we could go on I would personally have a million questions. But I'm going to, because we're time limited and we hope that maybe we'll be able to use this to get you back, I'd like to know just in general, what has been the energy here at A3C? I know as an artist who, essentially you fathered a lot of these people that are walking around out here in a, not a literal sense, but a metaphoric sense, hopefully. just let
Matter
us.
of fact, I can claim sample clearances for a lot of stuff now.
Okay, when you need that, come to me for that. I want to help you pursue those rights. But what is it? I mean, just tell us.
No, this energy is kind of dope. This is actually my first time here. I've been trying to mean it to come to here, but I've always been caught up in things. But this energy here was like, I was going to leave the day after my panel. I decided to stay till Sunday. I'm like, I'm not going nowhere because it's great, man. I got to see a lot of people. I met a whole.
Who'd you connect with?
Man. Matter of fact, I hooked up with Rico and Organized Noise and them. Yo,
because you guys worked together once before.
No, they just like the way we do our stuff, and they pattern their stuff after what we did. I was like,
oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insinuate.
No, it's like we talked, and it was kind of cool, and it's funny. A lot of people like him I've never met, but I know the works. We always know each other's stuff. But it's the first time we met down here.
Wow, that's awesome.
And I'm glad I came down here. I got his number on speed dial. I texted him early, and he hit me back.
Well, that is just a great example of the wonderful things that happen here at A3C. This has been an extreme pleasure for me. Thank you so much for not only coming to the festival, but stopping by the A3C media tent, speaking with atlhiphop.com. You have made so many contributions to the field of hip-hop and really to just everybody on the globe in general through providing the beat for some of the most powerful messages that have ever been expressed in the music. On behalf of myself and hip-hop fans worldwide, I'd just like to thank you. Thank all of you all for everything that you've done, for creating opportunities for us like this. It's been we walk in indebtedness to you each day.
No.